Today, this is awesome. Last year we had a tiny room in the Venetian. There was maybe like 30 people there. So this is way bigger than last year. So it's really awesome for you guys to come out. Talk about the history of Olight briefly. Talk about some monumental products that we've come out with over the past 13 years of the company. So the first Olight ever is the T20. The T20 is a tail switch light, 2 CR123A batteries. Does anyone have a T20 here? Does anyone? You got one? All right. Okay. The PL Mini was really a huge success for us, and we still continue to sell them really all over the world. Also, the M2R Warrior was the first stainless steel tail switch light that we ever came out with. And also, it was the first light where you could actually charge the light magnetically through the tail switch itself. So really great technology there. Two things that in 2017 have never been done before, and we've been upgrading from that point to bigger and better things. We have upgraded the battery to current times, which is a 21700. We've been really happy with the performance of 21700 batteries, and as you can see here at the lower 300 lumen mode, it's almost double the run times of the Warrior X Pro compared to the Warrior X. 8 hours on 300 lumens is fantastic. Also, we have upgraded the charger to the MCC3. The MCC3 charger came out originally with the M2R Pro that came out a few months ago. And the really great thing about this is you have a much larger capacity cell, but only an additional 30 minutes to fully charge it. So the fact that you're getting a 67% higher capacity of the battery with only 30 minutes more to charge, I think that's a really great trade-off. Also, we're really proud of the durability of this light. It actually has the highest drop test rating out of any light that we've ever made in the history of the company. Most of our lights are about a 1.5 meter drop test rating up to a 2 meter. The Warrior X was 2 meters, but we managed to make this a 3 meter drop test rating. We took 200 Warrior X Pros. We dropped them by 3 meters with a DJI drone. So actually we clipped them to drones, dropped them from drones, and we did that 1,200 times for each light. And of course they passed with flying colors. Actually made the heat sinks larger on the head of the light, and also made the body knurling deeper as well. Also, we incorporated the same style tail switch as the M2R Pro on the Warrior X Pro. So basically that allows you to make it a lot easier to press while you're wearing gloves or your hands are dirty or something like that, because the actual switch itself is raised higher out of the tail cap itself. Here's just a rundown of the light. So 2,250 lumens, max runtime of 8 hours. Again, almost double the runtime at that 300 lumen mode of the original Warrior X. 600 meters of throw, 3 meter drop test, and I think it's way more than that because that was just a short clip of me throwing the light up, but I did that maybe 50, 60 times, and it still kept turning on, and it was fine. So you don't have to worry about dropping the light. We'll be able to save up to 40% off on these lights, and that's January 31st, next week, okay? So I wanted to talk about this light first because this one's coming out really soon. So jot this down, guys, January 31st. That's when these are going to be on sale.
All right, ticket 066. 066. Yep. Oh,
awesome. Sweet. If you know Olight, you know we love our black and blue. That's really our company theme. So to have the blue in the recessed portions here of the twist milling pattern, I think looks very, very cool. Works with a AA battery. So yeah. So we finally have a AA battery tail switch light. I know you guys have been asking for this for years, and it's finally here. Got 300 lumens, awesome, because the I5T was 180 lumens, so you're getting 120 more lumens on that high mode. you know, with that AA battery. Max runtime of 20 hours on low mode and a max throw of 60 meters. Also, I love the tail switch on these lights, similar to the i3T. It has that really nice dimple pattern on the silicone there. On the tail switch, it's so hard to slip off. I've used these in the rain, still no slipping off of that tail switch, so it's great. And if you have an i3T, does anybody have an i3T here? I'm hoping most of you guys, hopefully. Yeah, so you know the tail switch is dynamite on this light. But the way that it is 40% off of the Warrior X Pro is in a bundle with the i5T. So it's a double whammy, January 31st, 2 brand new lights bundled together for 40% off.
8-2.
Nice. Awesome. Boom. We came out with the PL2 RL. All right, and then we came out with the Baldr Pro, which was a green laser variant only. Okay, so we decided to basically update the PL2 RL because we still have a lot of requests for a red laser version of the Baldr Pro. So smaller laser, upgraded runtimes, all that kind of stuff. So this is our new upgraded red laser variant of the Baldr Pro. It has 1,120 lumens. It's got 225 minutes of runtime at that 300 lumen mode with the laser on. And by the way, I think that's perfect for indoors, self-defense stuff. I mean, 300 lumens inside of your house, that's the sweet spot right there. And the fact that you can have a zeroed laser as well makes it even that much easier to shoot under stress. So that 225 minutes at the 300 lumen mode with the laser on, I think is just right on the money for home defense. Also, 240 meters of throw at that higher lumen setting. It uses 2 CR123A batteries, easy to find. It's got a 1 meter drop test rating and it's IPX4. So it can get wet, but you can't submerge it, and that's just due to the screws that are used to zero the laser. And of course, it comes with the tool to zero the laser, and it comes with a set of CR123A batteries when you first purchase it. It is like a cooler white style beam, but it's definitely not that extreme cool white blue type of color, which I'm not a fan of. The Honest Outlaws here, guys, all right? I gotta put some rounds through some guns, okay? I'll be like, I'm about 12,000 rounds in. Oh boy, you grabbed 2.
I'm gonna go with the top one.
Okay. All right.
Give them both away.
Can you give 2 away?
Give them both away. Give them both away.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
099.
That's my number.
And 046.
Brand new Odin, all right? Something we've never done before. Now, while I'm talking about these, please keep in mind that as right now, we're still kind of in the prototype stage with these lights, but it's SHOT Show, so we want to show even the newest stuff. So there might be some slight revisions to what I show you today, but I think it's still really cool to talk about this new Odin series of lights. Output on the original Odin is going to be 2,000 lumens, super crazy for a rifle light, a 21700 5,000 milliamp battery. Okay, that's how we're achieving that 2,000 lumens and still able to get pretty good run times with it. Okay, run times at the 300 lumen mode, 8 hours on that. Again, really nice run times there at 300 lumens. That's really a useful mode for a firearm, so I like that 300 lumen setting. Beam distance on this is going to be 350 meters. Also, we have a brand new mounting system that we've never done before. It's really cool. So this mounting system works with a Picatinny rail, and basically the way it works is you can click it and slide it off of the light. Let me take the remote switch off. You can click it and slide it off of the light, and there's 2 mounting points, okay? So you can put it on the side, or you can put it on the top, and that's showing it right there. Okay, so there's 2 different sections. And all of these Odin lights will be coming with this mount style. It will work with flat-faced scout mounts as well, okay? So really, it's the first light that we've ever come out with that not only works with the mounting system that we have, but also a lot of other options on the market. So it's going to have basically a Allen key that will allow you to tighten it up onto your rail, and then also it will actually lock, so that way you can't slide it off, okay? So even if you apply pressure to the light, it's still not going to come off. And then you'll have to actually twist it, and that'll allow you to take it off, okay? And since this does actually, you do actually have to screw it onto your rail, so really it's kind of a set it and forget it solution with this actual Picatinny rail piece. And then of course you can take the light off if you want to charge it, or swap it to a different Odin as well, because the mounts on all the different versions that I'm talking about today are the same. It also is a magnetic tail cap, and it works with our magnetic charging cable. We do have a remote switch with it, and this is a new remote switch style. So we're not using the RWX07, the one that works with the Warrior X, any of the other magnetic remote switch lights that you guys currently have. This is a different system, okay? So this basically has a retention ring that settles once you put this on the tail cap. So basically what I'm going to do is you lift this retention ring, you drop it down, and then let go, and that makes it extremely tight. Now let's talk about the Odin Mini, the smaller version, okay? So here is the standard Odin, and here is the Odin Mini, much shorter, right? So let's look at the output of these. Obviously, smaller light, you're going to get less performance, but having a way smaller light is sometimes really nice. So 2,000 lumens, again, on the standard Odin, 350 meters of throw, 8 hours of runtime, 21,700 battery. This one is actually going to come with an 18,500 battery, 4.5 hours of runtime, 270 meters of throw, and it will be 1,250 lumens. So 1,250 lumens with such a small light here, I love that. And I really want you guys to check these out because the size is great. And again, it still works with that same mounting system as well. We're going to move on to probably one of the craziest things we've done. And I'm sure we'll make some modifications to it in the future. But I think it's really cool that we're at least trying this. So this would be the Odin Turbo model. And it actually has a laser, okay? So you're getting insane throw out of this light. This is only supposed to be a super crazy type beam, thrower type light. It's got the 5,000 milliamp, 21,700 battery again, so keep in mind the Odin and the Odin Turbo still both have that 21,700 battery, and then the 18,500 on the Mini. So it's got 300 lumens, but if you know about laser technology, it is not about the lumens, it's about the candela and the throw. So the Odin Turbo has 1,000 meters of throw with a 250,000 candela score. So we have here the Odin Turbo, the Odin, and the Odin Mini. MSRP, definitely stay tuned for that. We're close. The Odin Turbo, of course, we're still testing. We even, since it's laser technology, there's actually a couple things that we have to get approved. So because of that, probably the Odin Turbo is the furthest out, but the Odin and the Odin Mini are really great. Definitely want you guys to check those out, and those are closer to production. All right, so this is really our first rifle, light that has this type of mounting system, has this type of remote switch. So this is brand new stuff, and I'm really excited about this Odin series. So unfortunately, we can't give away any Odins today. Sorry. We can't, guys. We can't. I don't have one, okay? They're going to take these away from me after this event, okay? We'll go ahead and give away a Warrior X Pro instead. Is that okay? Cool. Couple. Okay, cool. So Luke from USA Carry, number 3. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Let's do a quick rundown of everything we went over today. So we have the Warrior X Pro, new version of the Warrior X. Awesome run times on that light, improved tail switch. Everything is upgraded on the light. And again, those come out January 31st at a really great discounted price. Also, the AA I5T, awesome. I'm really glad that we finally came out with it. 300 lumens and 20 hours of runtime on that 15 lumen mode. 60 meters of throw, only $29.95 for the MSRP on those. I think those are going to be a no-brainer for you guys to pick up. Also, we have the improved red laser light, the Baldr RL, 1,120 lumens, amazing 225 minutes of runtime, over double the previous red laser light, 240 meters of throw. MSRP on that is $129.95, but we will have an introductory discount on those in February. And also, of course, the new Odin series, the Odin Mini, standard Odin, and the Turbo. So 1,000 meters on the LEP version, 350 meters on the standard Odin, 270 meters on that Mini. I really like that Mini size. So please definitely check these out, guys. Again, just put this on your radar, guys. January 31st is when the Warrior X Pro is coming out, and you can get that bundle 40% off with the brand new I5T. There is one more thing to say thank you to everybody who came here in person. So, did everybody like the I5T today? Okay. So the I5T is a cool white light. Okay, the version that we're coming out with is cool white. But today, for everybody who's sitting here, we have an exclusive neutral white version only for the people in this room. So if you're here, you're going to be the only people who have the neutral white version of the I5T. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I really appreciate it. All right.